okay. Let's have some fun. Games that are possible that Nintendo could announce in June and can make it to the holiday season for them to be the holiday game, because there's a possibility that we are going to get a holiday game. Do we have time for it to be a big giant 3D Mario if it's announced in June? I don't think so. But there are other titles that could very well fit the narrative there. How about Mario Maker 3? Mario Maker 3 is a title that is made for Nintendo Switch 2. And believe it or not, Mario Maker 3 makes more sense for Nintendo to drop within the first 2 years. For the first year is going to be in June now. So within the first year and a half of Nintendo Switch 2, because of the mouse control. The biggest feature of Nintendo Switch 2 is the mouse controls. And so Nintendo dropping a Mario Maker 3 before a Mario 3D game, but still announcing the Mario 3D game for they announced the Mario 3D game, but then they have Mario Maker 3 launching on Nintendo Switch this holiday season, and then make it a Mario 3D Maker, like add Mario 3D into it, elements from Mario 3D, right? And so add more boss battles, add Bowser's Fury in there, add Mario Wonder into the mix with the Wonder Flower. Can you imagine making a 3D Mario game within Mario Maker with the Wonder Flower? And then think about all the crazy levels that people are going to make online, the unlimited potential for Mario Maker 3 with the Nintendo Switch 2. It's like getting a 3D Mario, right? But getting it in the most creative way. It makes so much more sense because Nintendo Switch 2 has the perfect features to make Mario Maker incredible on Switch 2 and sell like crazy. That is the most real. I think that is the more realistic game to arrive this holiday season, and a game that Nintendo could give a short window from announcement to release, because it's not a mainline Mario, it's not a mainline Zelda. Think about this. Mainline Zeldas are never given a small release window. Remember what happened with The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom? It was announced in June and it was released soon after, the same year. And because Mario, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and again, I'm talking to you guys with facts, with prior information from what happened in the past to pinpoint what's happening right now. Mario, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom was a really cute game, right? But it wasn't that big giant Zelda game, 3D Zelda game that Nintendo announces a year and releases 3 years later, and gives us this Zelda Direct on top of Zelda Direct, on top of gameplay, on top of Onuma playing there's this big buildup that has to happen for major titles like that big next Mario, that next big Zelda. And so with that in mind, right? The other option for a holiday game is it's either a Zelda game, Mario game like Mario Maker, a Zelda game, but not a mainline Mario game or a Zelda game. What if the game for this season is a remake of some Zelda game, right? Top-down remake like Link's Awakening, Echoes of Wisdom. That could actually serve as a new game for the holiday season. There's so many ways that Nintendo could go with that I think would actually be good for this holiday season. It doesn't really have to be like the next big giant Mario game. You know, this holiday season, we could see a game like that one. Again, there's another game that's also out there that Nintendo hasn't really. Yeah. I'm having pizza. I just ordered a pizza. Yes, extra cheese. I did. So there's another game that is out there, has been announced, and could be giving a release date for this holiday season, and could very well be this year's holiday game. I'm talking about Splatoon Raiders. Okay, we don't know yet how big Splatoon Raiders are. We know that it's a side game, right? It's within the Splatoon universe, but it's another game. It's an action adventure game, you know. And Splatoon Raiders could end up being bigger than anybody anticipates, enough to drive a holiday season. And that's the type of game where Nintendo could really announce also in June and release in November and make that the big holiday title. When it comes to holiday games, Nintendo can go different routes, but realistically speaking, we can never expect Nintendo to announce a major title. When I mean a major title, is the driving force behind their systems, the big giant Mario, the big Nick Zelda, and so that is what I believe when it comes to the Nintendo Direct. Of course, there are other titles that need release dates. We have Rhythm Haven Groove for Nintendo Switch 1, which looks like to be the last Nintendo Switch game, first party title game, releasing also later this month. Okay, let's go ahead and fill in the calendar right now. Okay, at the calendar. All right, so we have the schedule. All right, so far, look at the schedule. Okay, we have Pokemon Pokopia coming out next week. Super Mario Wonder coming out later this month. Next month is Tomodachi Life Living the Dream. All right, May. Let's have a May game. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book in May. April. Okay, May. Let's say in June we have a Nintendo Direct. Don't underestimate Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is a major title. Fire Emblem Fortune Weave is a major title. It's a good seller for Nintendo. It's a Nintendo game that, if you like, history says we have never seen a Fire Emblem title, a mainline Fire Emblem new title, outside of a Nintendo Direct. And that's you can go back 10 years and you'll never find a mainline Fire Emblem title either announced initially or given a release date outside of a Nintendo Direct. Now we have the Today app, and that changes things. But with Fire Emblem, Nintendo likes to go big with them, and they also like to announce these collector's edition packages with extra accessories and posters and calendars and amiibo figures and pins. These collector's edition for a Fire Emblem game, right? So Fire Emblem, we have Rhythm Haven Group is another title, okay? And Splatoon Raiders. Now let's go ahead and assign let's go ahead and assign a month to each of these games. All right, so let's say we got Yoshi in May. Let's say June, we do have a Nintendo Direct happening in June, right? Let's say June, Nintendo Direct. What do we get in June? Fire Emblem release date later in the year. Rhythm Haven release date later in the year. Splatoon Raiders release date later in the year. Those are already 3 months out of the year. And so removing June, let's say June, we don't have a release date, but we might have a shadow drop, who knows? But those are already 3 titles in the next 6 in the latter half of the year. Fire Emblem could be a major hitter for, let's say, August, right? Or October. We could have Rhythm Haven Groove Also another title I'd say for September. This one a little closer. Splatoon Raiders. Splatoon Raiders could also be a good game for December, right? There's another title that could be announced in this June direct, and also come out in October. Luigi's Mansion 4. Luigi's Mansion 4 is the type of title that we could get an announcement date in June and an October 31st release, on October 20th release, October release. It's a side game for Mario. It's a big franchise. People love Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion 4 is another big title that could technically be considered the holiday release title, because it's in October, like towards the end of October, November, right? So there's a lot of ways Nintendo could take this year, and Luigi's Mansion 4 would be a big hitter, which will make a lot of fans happy this year, especially with, it's for Nintendo Switch 2. So you can expect that game to be even bigger than the prior Luigi's Mansion games. Multiplayer, bigger, I'm not sure if they're gonna they're gonna go back to a mansion, go back to a hotel, wherever they decide to go. I know they're gonna go bigger with that. They could go Luigi's Mansion and take you on a haunted town, a ghost town, make that game not open world, but open zoned, where it's more of a ghost town rather than just a building, right? And so there's just so many ways they can take Luigi's Mansion and make it bigger for Switch 2. And it's another title that falls within the category of short release windows, just like Echoes of Wisdom was. And so already we have games that have been announced, have not yet been given a release date, can be given a release date for the latter half of the year. And then we got possible titles like Mario Maker 3, which would be I personally believe it makes more sense than a 3D Mario with the Switch 2. Because we're getting a 3D Mario. We're getting if they do make a Mario Maker 3 and they do add 3D Mario to it, and they do add Mario Wonder to it, it's gonna be a massive title. It's like we're getting a 3D Mario, a new Mario Wonder, a new side scroller. We get to play all the levels that you guys make, the crazy levels. I mean, Mario Maker is a YouTube channel builder. We have channels that have been built on just playing levels from other people. That's how big that game is, Just Dance is from Ubisoft. I think it was from Ubisoft. That's another game that could work out, right? But from first party Nintendo titles, Mario Maker 3, Luigi's Mansion 4, there's just so many titles. A new Zelda game, you cannot rule out a new Zelda top-down game. It doesn't have to be a mainline big 3D Zelda game. It could be a game like Echoes of Wisdom was, a 3D a remake of A Link to the Past, A Link Between Worlds, a Triforce Heroes. There was a trademark for Triforce Heroes, by the way. Trademark for Triforce Heroes. And so we are also celebrating the 40th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda this June. And that's something I haven't even brought up. The announcement for that Legend of Zelda 40th anniversary also falls within the calendar year. And so that's another point that you can add to the rest of this year, Zelda, a Zelda remake, a top-down Zelda remake, because Aonuma did say they will continue to make those games together. They will make the open world Zelda games, and they will continue to make the top-down games like Echoes of Wisdom. They're gonna continue to make those games. And so Echoes of Wisdom, they made it with the same engine as Link's Awakening, and they already have the engine done, that game could very well come soon. It could be a remake of an older title, or it could be a brand new game like Echoes of Wisdom was for Nintendo, right? So these top-down Zelda games don't necessarily have to be remakes. Echoes of Wisdom was a brand new title, was also canon, and it's also part of the, it's not like it's also canon and part of the timeline. So there's just, guys, there's just so much. Good pepperoni, New York style. You guys talking about pizza? my favorite kind of pizza, it is New York style pepperoni. But yeah, my friends, I guess again, this is all, like I said, educated speculation. Educated speculation means I look for research, I put things together, I analyze. I don't come up with conclusions based on how I feel. I come up with conclusions based on how things are and how things look, because I think that's the only way we could set the right expectation and not be let down later on, right? I'm not against a 3D Mario being announced this year and coming out next year. As soon as my eyes lock in with 3D Mario, that first trailer, I'm already excited. I'm already looking forward to it. When is it coming out? Oh, it's coming out in 2027. Great. That's next year. We're going to play it next year. That's how my brain works. As soon as I lock in with that next title, it like right now, Pokemon Winds and Waves, right? Didn't that game look beautiful? It looked fantastic. Pokemon Winds and Waves. It's the mainline. It's a Gen 10 Pokemon game we've been waiting for so long. It's already on the way. It's coming out next year. We know what to expect now. It's real, right? It's not a myth. It's not a rumor. It's real. It's been officially announced. And yeah, that's why, just save this live stream. You can clip whichever part of it you think you want to save, so you can come back and look at it and say, okay, this is Mike's analysis for the year, and this is what he said what might happen or might, and so then when things happen, you can go ahead and come back and compare, take notes, compare what happened, and at the end, when you set the right expectation, you never let yourself down. You never let yourself down. Now, if I wanted clicks, if I wanted to grow this channel, become a 100,000 subscriber channel in the middle of the night, then yeah, I'm gonna fill your eyes and your ears with dreams. I'm gonna fill your eyes and your ears with unrealistic expectations and and then bring your hype level all the way to the top, because I'm gonna tell you exactly what you want to hear for you to hit that subscribe button and for you to hit that like button. But it's not like that here. It's not like that here. I cannot in good conscience tell you, even though you want to hear it and it's gonna make you feel good temporarily, and it's gonna make you hit that subscribe button and then push my channel to 100K subscribers, and then hopefully forget that I got it wrong, and hopefully forget that I told you something's gonna happen that wasn't gonna happen, and you stay subscribed, right? I just can't. I can't do that to you. I can't do that to you. What I can promise you is that I will completely be. I will be 100% with you. I'll be upfront with you. I will do as much research. Like you can rewind this live stream, see all the research I've done, all the analysis we've done here to break down why things are the way they are. And I can promise you more of this. That's what I can promise you. More of this, more analysis, more breakdowns, and more educated speculation, not guarantees, not promises, but things that really could help you, set the right expectation, and also give you a little bit of a little bit of entertainment while you wait. I will see you in the next adventure here at the Odyssey. But before I let you go, one, never give up. Peace.